Hi, everybody. This is Ronda Cobb, the Money Coach, and thank you for joining us today. So, today's topic is how do I know I need the Money Coach? Well, you know what? That's a really good question, and it's going to be a great show because it has timely advice for you. Don't forget, the new website is live at rcmoneycoach.com, and we have a company page on Facebook and LinkedIn. Both of those are Ronda Cobb, the Money Coach. So check them all out. Now, should you choose to, you can also go to the website and share your email address with us. And what that does is gets you on our exclusive list of people that get free stuff. Free. Yeah, free's good. So you'll want to do that. And we don't share your information because we're kind of selfish. I like it. So thanks for listening to and supporting Ronda Cobb, the Money Coach. We adore you. In the last couple months, we've done series for people who are interested in moving forward with their financial growth. And we did a series for people with questions about their retirement. This month, we're doing a different show about where are you at? How do I know I need help? We call it the reality series. All right. So we're looking at that, uncomfortable, kind of queasy feeling in the pit of your stomach, just a little bit of discontent, or I call it, I don't even want to look feeling. You know what I mean. So let's take a look at that. And this is our second show in the series. That first show, Are You Broke?, is still available for download. I strongly suggest you listen to it first. It's going to be very helpful because you're going to use the information you gathered in that one in order to do the assessment that we're going to do in this one. You could probably wing it and do the assessment, but if you want an accurate picture of, what you're doing, you'll probably want to go back and listen to that one first. And since we're dealing with money and finances, I always like to have an accurate picture, even if it just about makes you almost nauseous to do it. But you can do it. You're brave. You're strong. You can do this. So last week I gave you some pointers, right, on the information you would need this week. And don't forget our pact. We're going to lift ourselves up. And we're going to make the commitment to do better. And it's time now to take a little action on that commitment. So let's roll. The first thing we asked you to do was look at your credit score. Is it above 750? Sounds like a big number, right? 750, slightly above average. If you answered no to this question, you likely need some help. Why? That's kind of a high number. Well, let me tell you what's wrong with 650 or so, even 700. We talked about this a few weeks ago, but let's review it just in case you weren't listening that day or you forgot. The difference in what lenders charge in interest rates or even insurance premiums is based on your credit score. The lower the credit score, the higher the interest rate and the higher the premium. Over time, say the time of a 30-year mortgage, this adds up to thousands and thousands of dollars. Like to the tune, if you remember, of $46,000. Now that was based on a very specific set of numbers, but $35,000, $40,000 is a lot of money. 46 is a lot of money. So for those of us who cannot yet pay cash for every single thing, the credit score does indeed make a big difference. And if your score is above 750, that's the number that you want to be at, where you get the good offers, where you can get the mortgage rate of 2.5 or 2.75 right now, where you can buy a new car for the really good rate. You know those ads where they say, this interest rate's for well qualified borrowers. That's what they mean by well qualified, a 750 score. All right. Now, the next thing we assigned you to do is the task of looking at your bank statement. What did you find there? Was that an eye-opening activity or what? Yeah. Do you have overdraft fees in the last 90 days? Yeah, ways. Yeah. How much did you determine you were spending on music, apps, Prime, games, and what all? Was it more than $30 a month? If your answer is yes to either of those, I'm going to go just boldly ahead and recommend that you get some help. Because you see what? $30 in apps and games and only 2 overdraft fees totaling $70. That's $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. That's a lot. And in my world, that's too much. Next, so we're going to recommend in this self-assessment, you check that box as, yes, I think I need the money coach. Next, we looked at all your credit card statements. What were we looking for? You remember? Yep. The balance and the interest rate on each one. What did you discover? Do you have more than $5,000 in credit card debt? Do you have one or more credit cards charging you 15% or more as the interest rate? If your answer to either of these questions is yes, once again, yep, you guessed it, I'm on a roll. You definitely need to get some serious interest going in the Money Coach. You need to look at one of our programs. Why do I say that? Because I want more clients. Well, yes, duh. But no, the reason why I say that is because credit card debt is costing you a lot of money every single month. If you only pay the minimum payment on most cards that's set up to work this way, you will never have that card paid off. That bank will make interest from you for the rest of your life. You will be paying for things that you don't even remember getting. Meals that you ate, vacations that you went on, clothes that you have already worn out, and shoes that you already threw away. Do you really want to pay for those for the rest of your life? The bank, of course, will love you, but you're going to have this debt hanging over your head. And will you even remember what you charged? Me neither. So, that's why I say yes, you need to enroll in one of our programs. Next, we looked at your mortgage statement or your rental statement. Are your payments late? Yikes, kids. That's where you live. Enroll in a program as soon as possible and let's get you moving towards a better situation. Okay? Next, we looked at what is the remaining term and the interest rate on your mortgage. If your interest rate is above 4% and you have more than 7 years left on the loan, you need to discuss refinancing with a mortgage broker professional. But guess what won't happen for you if your score is below 650? That's right, you won't qualify. So now you see how this low credit score and high debt impacts your life? It keeps you from getting the good stuff. And you need to get the good stuff because you're worth it. You don't want the bad stuff. You want the good stuff. Let's step it up. We made a commitment. We are going to work together to rise up. And to rise up, we got to step up. All right. Now, and my next very quick free tip for you is if you have more than 7 years left on your loan, on your mortgage, and you're paying more than 4%, and you have equity because if you've only, you got 7 years left. But if you've got more than 20% equity already paid off in the mortgage loan, and you have a score of 750 and above, then you need to talk to a mortgage professional about refinancing that loan. But don't be taken advantage of. Don't put down the podcast and go running to the phone just yet. Hold on. If you only have 10 years left, then only borrow for 10 years. Don't go out there and refinance a 10-year loan with a 30-year loan. That's craziness. Okay? That's penny wise and pound foolish, as they used to say in Grandma's day. All right? And if you have 20 years left with the lower interest rate, you could probably get pretty close to the exact same payment you're making now on a 15-year loan. Be smart about what you are doing. Don't go and refinance just for the sake of the interest rate and then add all these years on to your loan. This is not going to help you in the long run. So take a long-term look at this picture before you go and do it, okay? So what I'm saying is don't give back what you would have saved to the bank by refinancing for longer than you currently have left. Next, we looked at your transportation. Is your car payment late? Again, a reason to immediately get into one of our coaching programs. How will you get to work without your car? All right? And how much do you still owe? And what is the interest rate on the car loan? If your interest rate on your car loan is above 6%, and you know it's because you kind of have a little financial chaos going on, then I don't even have to tell you this. Yes, you need to get into one of our coaching programs. The heartburn you resolve will be your own. Obviously, if you have collection agencies calling regularly and your mortgage is about to come out of forbearance, but you don't have the money and other financial issues, this is a serious situation. Send me an email and we'll discuss your options. Well, Miss Money Coach, you're a pain in the neck this week too. What happened to little Mary Sunshine? Well, she's still on vacation. This is our reality series. Yes, reality says we can do better, but we can't do it if we don't know where we're starting from. So, yes, we went through this assessment, and it might not have been overly comfortable. Or it might have been. You might have found out some really good stuff. You might be going, I'm doing pretty decent. I think I'll enroll anyway because I know I can do better. I'm going to rise up with everybody else. That's cool too. But you have to look at your situation before you can move forward. If you know where you're at, then you can make your commitment, and then you can formulate the plan to step up and out. And let me tell you something. People from every walk of life lose track of time and don't pay attention to these things. Nobody sets out to purposefully wreak havoc on their accounts and their credit score. So I keep saying those who are committed to a better life will move forward from broke to set. And the difference is between interest and commitment. And the only difference is action. And I keep saying that because it's true. You need to invest in your future and take action to make positive change occur. Commitment and action. Okay, so now we